Just say what you know.
Yes, we back. Hi, Vultures. I got another episode, man. I'm in here with my boy Sion.
What's good?
You already know, man. Today we're gonna talk about financial knowledge. You know, a whole lot of learning about the laws and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna get about knowledge, period. You feel me? Y'all, y'all tap in. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I always was told you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book.
For real, for real.
And the more I read, the more I understand we really don't know nothing at all. Like the things that we have a grasp on is basically entertainment. If it's entertainment, we have a full grasp on it. But when it comes to the laws and stuff, like for example, I'm gonna blow y'all mind right quick. There hasn't been a judge in the United States since 1789.
Damn, that's a long time. That's like
only administrators.
That's crazy.
On the legal terms,
right.
A judge.
Yeah.
It hasn't been one since 1789.
So why is that? Why you think it hasn't been a judge since 1789?
Because they can't get ratified.
Wow.
And because judges don't judge under the UCC code. They judge on the common law.
Wow. So how do you feel about when you got the defendant and you got the plaintiff? How do you feel when people represent themselves?
More people need to start representing themselves because of the simple fact it takes 3 signatures for you to go to jail.
Right.
And people don't even know that. When you got a lawyer, your lawyer's signature sends you to jail a lot of the times.
And also the so-called judge, and the so-called
district
prosecutor.
Attorney.
District attorney,
Same difference.
Yeah. Depending on who, if they fighting for you or they fighting against you.
But in all reality, that's all about trust. That's all about having a trust and like claiming your status as a U.S. national. Like this rabbit hole, I'm gonna send y'all down. I'm gonna send y'all down a rabbit hole, and y'all need to go do some of y'all own research.
That's what this show
y'all
about
need to
today.
Go pick up a book,
learn knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Even financial. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Let me
lot
send y'all down a rabbit hole.
Let's go. Take it down one, Sion.
So we all know. Let me not assume. Your straw man. Let's talk about your straw man a little bit. That's your fictional entity that full all caps name that come on your bills and all of that. That name is not you in all technicality. When you go to court and the judge say all rise, you're actually standing and representing this dead entity. Like, as a U.S. national, you don't have to go to court. You don't have to. You still got to write and reply to the corporations that's writing you, because even the United States is not even a country. Like, it's not. It's a corporation.
So you think it's just traditional how they feeding us lies, and we just starting to learn the fake history that they point to us, and we just go with it? Because we all know Christopher Columbus ain't the discoverer of America. Let's start there. Everybody
know that. Everybody know.
But that's what they steady teaching us in the classrooms, and you keep teaching that the old history that we know that we gonna be trying to express that ain't real. They ain't gonna know that no more because they only gonna have the truth, which is the history that they fed them lies.
That rabbit hole too deep. I ain't even trying to go down that one right now, because boy, we go talk about origin. I'm not trying to separate the people right now. Right now, I want the people to understand that we, the people, have the power.
Right.
We created the government. So, have you ever seen a son tell a mom what to do? A son tell a dad what to do in a family construct? It don't work like that. That the government is not supposed to tell us what to do. We tell the government what to do.
Right.
Like this guy I was watching named David Strait. He say, in the original agreement, we only asked for them to provide us with 19 services that they could tax us on.
Right.
Now we're paying for 6,000 different services.
all type of stuff.
Why
Light
you think
bill,
taxes?
phone bill, everything.
No, I'm talking about just simply tax.
Taxes.
Simple,
Just paying your taxes.
simple
Period.
tax. Yeah. You see, when they broke it down, after all the taxes, you get taxed. You get taxed before you get. You get taxed before you get paid. You pay taxes when you go buy something at the store. You pay taxes. You never stop paying taxes. When do you get paid?
I guess they try to give you that little income tax.
But
check.
as a U.S. national, right? Let's say you was to get a job, you wouldn't even file a regular 1040.
1040 form like you got the W2s.
Yeah, the W2s to sign up. You'll do a W8. You'll do a W8, which is tax exempt, and you'll get 100% of your check. But first you gotta change your status.
And what steps you feel like some of us as black people, our kings and queens, should take to change up?
To change your status, all right. First, one thing you got to do is get your live birth certificate, because your live birth certificate is printed on an actual bond paper.
Right.
And most of the things you have to do to get your status straight is basically paperwork.
Right.
Paperwork. And a lot of people get lost and they be like, man, this shit too much. But hey, listen,
it's worth it.
I'm new on the journey, but I'm telling you, this rabbit hole I'm down, it's a journey where I know, like, I've been told I'm the one. I'm the one what? I've been told I'm the one by a whole lot of people that I never even met in my life.
Right.
I'm the one what? Maybe this is my calling in life, to lead us together as a people, to understanding that the government, we shouldn't love our government in the way that we just allow them to do whatever they want to us and get away with it. Because on the Title 18, they're committing fraud all day, every day. Title 18.
So I got a question. Since you brought up fraud, and earlier you said we created the wave and we bringing up fraud. How do you feel about how we got robbed as black people of our land and our businesses and even things that we created, like how certain people, Madam C.J. Walker, and Mr. Carver, it's a lot of people that invented things and we got stripped from it, and now somebody else has the face and owns it and get the money.
Now I don't want to seem racist when I say that, but when I say this, but listen, the only thing a white man ever created was a patent.
Right.
And once you got the patent,
you own it now.
You own it now.
Right.
You feel me? They created the patent.
Right.
Like for example, the Louisiana Purchase, right? Mm-hmm. I think Louisiana was bought for like $13 or $20 or some shit like that.
Oh, that's cheap.
But it wasn't even like it was like the Indians that they came and offered the money for the land. The Indians was like, hey, okay, thank you. Like, this ain't our land. We're gonna die and leave it. You feel me? Like we as humans really don't own nothing on this earth. You feel me? Not even the flesh we live in is rented.
Right.
You feel me? Only thing we own is our soul.
That's real.
You feel me?
I got a question. You don't got to get too in depth with it, but how you feel about Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims, since we on this tip right now, and the Indians?
Man, listen, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. If I show up to my family Thanksgiving dinner, it's just to see my family.
Yeah, just to get together with
it's just, we need to create more get-togethers as black people, and just get together as a family. Because honestly, these holidays are all money driven. Every war that has happened is money driven. Every single one. They never told us the truth about anything, honestly.
And we got Black History Month just left in February. We in March now. How you feel about them giving us the shortest month of the year to represent Black History Month? I
actually have a poem written on that, but
do you remember any of it by hand, like recite just like 2 sentences of it or something?
Like damn, put me on the spot though.
Yeah,
I had it in my head.
Nah, it's cool. I
had it in my head. You put me on the spot. But
what was it about though? Kind of like, if you could give her a brief.
But that was my exact. How come we get the shortest month of the year.
Right.
For Black History in all reality, you feel me? And like, if you look at us Black people, we the foundation of
creating this world that we live in.
Everything comes from Black.
Right.
Everything comes from Black.
It's true.
So with that being said, our time gonna come. That's all I'm gonna say. Our time gonna come. You feel me?
Yeah, and we just gotta keep spitting knowledge and putting it out there for, like you said, for people to go do their research and find out more things about it. You know what I'm saying? But you already know, man, it's Dollar Bill, higher voltage, man. We on a higher frequency. I'm bobbing in this bit with my boy Sion. And we gonna get back to y'all on another segment. Y'all like, subscribe, and comment. We going way up. Bang. Bam. Yes, sir. We back. Higher voltage. I'm in here vibing with the fam on a whole nother frequency. You already know I got my boy Sion in the building, man.
Yo.
And you already know, man. So I wanted to get a couple questions to ask you, man. So what was the craziest thing you done studied, you done learned so far?
Man, the craziest thing that I've learned so far is honestly that the Pope has the power to abolish any law in the United States.
No questions asked. They ain't got to run a committee team and nobody vote again. Just what he say, sign it off.
Just what he say.
That's
now,
powerful.
when you think about that, think about the Catholic community and all the sexual abuse and all the shit that goes on in it.
It gets swept right underneath the rug.
Right under the rug. Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah.
Why? Pope got that kind of power. Snap that shit out of the sight.
Facts.
That shit out of sight.
So you say they making cases disappear, they making people disappear, they changing laws, no question asked. Just
y'all please don't try to make me disappear. I'm gonna put up a fight.
Facts. So how you feel about right now with the law enforcement right now, with people, like what knowledge you feel like we should share with them right now, like if you get pulled over, or you know how they say you innocent to prove guilty, or you got the right to remain silent, but you know everything is a hidden gem.
Listen, the things I've been watching and reading, like you never plead guilty and you never plead not guilty.
Right.
You always presume your innocence. Mm-hmm. You feel me? You tell them, I am declaring my innocence, basically. You
right.
feel me? I'm not pleading guilty. I'm not pleading not guilty. I'm not pleading no contest, because all of those are commercial terms, if you understand. And even, like I said, understand. I don't want you to understand me. I want you to overstand or understand me. Because when we talking to the police and he say, do you understand me? And you say yes. What you just said to the officer was, yes, officer, I stand under you.
Right. And I'm willing to follow anything that you say, and it ain't even got to be law. They just could be just drawing you out for you to admit to something. That's why they say remain silent. You got the right to remain silent. Because anything you say will be used or held against you.
When we talk about law, we got to talk about actual law, and we got to talk about what the police is.
Right.
Police is actually policies.
Mm-hmm.
Policies. They enforce policies. Mm-hmm. You feel me? That's all they do. Enforce policies.
And they doing the same thing when we were speaking earlier about the judges and the lawyers. They doing the same thing. They got a certain amount of stats to require to even get paid or make bonuses. So they gotta lock people up. They gotta, you know, even if they don't know the situation, they gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because I was watching something on social media the other day, and there was somebody working the subway, and a white dude walked in, no racist thing, just saying this, he was Caucasian, and basically he walked in, and the employee was like, you don't remember me? And he was like, nah. And they was like, yo, you tried to put me away for 25 years, and it was like 10 charges that I ain't even do. And the dude immediately went to apologize and saying that he just doing it for stats. He just trying to make it to the next year, and they gotta ends meet on who they lock up and how many lock up.
That shit sound like?
What?
That shit sound like a game to them.
It is a game.
And Tupac said, once you understand that it's a game and you learn how to play the game, it's no longer, you got the cheat codes, you on top.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to learn some of the cheat codes to the game, because we can get access to our are assessed to QV trusts. You feel me? That's the trust that's associated with our birth certificate. We can become the fucking. Let me go through my notes real quick. Gotta go.
Yeah.
I take notes, by the way. You can become the executor inside your trust. You feel me? And once you're the executor, you make all the calls.
And just to elaborate on that topic, I was just mentioning on that situation with the person who was going to get him locked up. He was basically saying that he changed his role in the system now. So all of those guys that be locking people up, they feel guilty about it and they changed their role, and now he's playing a role of trying to get prison reform and get people out who've been wrongfully sentenced. So, you know, he trying to right his wrongs, and salute to him for that. But a lot of people get sent away for a lot of time just for people to make ends meet.
Now that you say that, now that makes me wonder what happened to him to make him have a change of heart.
But that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people have guilty conscience and they start thinking about them numbers and names and they add up. It's like bodies. It just start adding up. You like, damn, I done sent all these people away and I don't even know if some of them really did what they did.
That's a good way to put it. They got bodies.
Yeah, definitely. It's a name and a number. That's how it goes. And that's how the system is. Once you get in there, you don't get addressed by your name. They ask you what's your cell number or what's your unit number or what's your prison number. You know what I mean? That's your identity. You know what I mean?
You're no longer your person.
Yeah, you a property to them because they getting paid off your property. You're a product now, a property. They getting paid to have you there.
But you know, technically, we all slaves.
Right.
We technically all slaves. All slaves. Believe it or not.
So let's talk about some knowledge about banking and, you know, saving money and investing. Like, how do you feel right now about that state that we in, and how can we encourage our black people and, you know, our younger generation to save and invest?
See, that's where the rift come in, because bankers are responsible for all. Bankers and lawyers, which aren't even real lawyers, are responsible for all of the chaos we got. All of this is about money.
Right.
You feel me?
Definitely about
and
money.
Like
big business.
Big business. Like
from the prison system to the judges, the lawyers, the prosecutors, the police.
Just think about war and who gets paid off of war.
Right.
The same people who build the bombs is the same people who come and rebuild the country after it's over.
Mentioned in Tupac earlier, they say they got money for war but can't feed the poor. So it's like, what other information you feel like we can give to people to lead them in the right direction? You know, right now this segment, this whole show is about knowledge today and learning more skills. So what more information you feel like we can give to people?
Let's break down the word knowledge. It really means no ledge. It's no ledge to what you can learn. As I said earlier, the more I learn is the more I understand that I don't even know shit.
Right.
You feel me? I'm just scratching the surface right now. And in all reality, that's the type of things we need to be trying to get informed on. Like, I'm gonna cite a book for y'all. Go check out We the People. Go check out Meet Your Straw Man. You feel me? Go read a book on U.S. code. Trust me, it will set you free financially and mentally. And listen, we can being a citizen is what makes us a slave. And I bet you didn't know that. Being a citizen is what makes you a slave. Being a citizen is what makes you subject to the same laws as the UCC. Commercial code. That's the only reason you're subject to the commercial codes, because you're a citizen. What are citizens? We sit and sin.
And we abide by their rules. They keep us in a circle and a cycle just going around, like you were saying. It's still slavery right now.
But like I said earlier, with We the People, we created the government. So the government can't never supersede the people.
But we give them the power, we forfeit.
In my opinion, right now, we the people have superseded we have gave up our powers.
Right.
We gave them up. Because I don't see us putting up the fight that, like,
Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, everybody was putting up back then. Even
Nah,
more people,
nah,
Marcus
believe it or
Garvey,
not-
more people than
Believe it or not, you know who's putting up the biggest fight right now?
Who, Dr. Umar?
Nah, Trump.
Trump. Okay.
Trump is a we the people. He's a we the people type of president. If y'all don't understand what I'm saying.
Trump for us, all of us.
Trump. I can't remember the exact law that he had set, but he set a law where he made like the disclosure universal, like so they couldn't hide under that blanket no more.
Right.
You feel me? And
basically expose the truth. You can't hide it no more.
you can't hide. You can't hide it. It gotta be disclosed. You feel me? But you know, people look at Trump and be like, oh, he been subject for all these crimes, and you know why they can't arrest him? You know why they can't keep him in jail? Not only because he the president, because Trump know things that we don't know.
Got 101 spots, call a trap Dalmatian. Switching up all the whips, GPS your location. When you start getting money, that's when they start hating. And a nigga next up, and it ain't for debating. Phone calls back to back, somebody else done got hit. Making